From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a huge, great night as four stimulus checks have been approved. They're going out and they've landed $100,000. The most we've ever seen for four stimulus checks on this channel. And tonight we're going to go over these monster checks that are bigger than expected and new checks coming thereafter. It's a great night with a lot of great money. We'll go over the great news tonight that you need to know in view of what's going on with this economy. The June jobs numbers released last week, and it signaled that there may be some improvement of this economy. Meantime, tomorrow, we're going to have the consumer price index number released, and we're not going to wait for that. We're going to get those four stimulus checks in every U.S. state by going under this membership video, and joining the channel, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, and Casino VIP. Your benefits are going up. Are you excited about that one as well? Yes, they're going up at least about $3,600 a year. But maybe even more money. Whoa, this is a lot of money. I'm going to go over everything you need to know in tonight's recording. Plus, we'll be looking at what's happening on so many other fronts tonight. Could Russian oil be turned off to the Western allies? Russia says no. The Western allies say yes. A recession's underway, but could it be a quick recession or could it be a long recession? We'll go over the latest details you need to know across the board. And then we'll be looking at what's happening for this economy in the next 48 hours. That is when we learn a little bit more about the Build Back Better Act, and we also learn about the Consumer Price Index number being released tomorrow. A beat? Yeah, it's likely to be a beat, but that may be good news as well for your benefits. Confusing? I'll analyze it all in tonight's recording. The great news is that as we start tonight, we have at least about $105,000 for you. $100,000 of four stimulus checks in every U.S. state, you qualify for them. And then if you're on benefits, your benefits are going to go up at least $3,600 more per month, per year. You want that $4,000 in your hand? Of course you do. On top of the $100,000, how do you get it? You stay to the very end. You go under this video, become a member, and get ready for the great news on America's most watched show for financial news in prime time. We got a lot of deliciousness coming up tonight. And from the shores of Santa Monica, California, let's get to it. As Evenings LALATE picks up its feet and kicks up its shoals. It's Evenings, and it all starts right now. And good evening, everybody. It's a beautiful night across the land as a fourth stimulus check has landed. Have you gotten? Oh boy, it's a lot of money. It's $100,000. And you won it? I bet you won $100,000. It's coming up in today's recording. How do you get these huge checks? $100,000. Finally done. My goodness, we've been waiting. It's a fourth stimulus check now in every U.S. state. You go under this video, you become a member. Member of this channel, because the member of this channel are cleaning up. They're cleaning up because this is the channel that's making the difference. This is the channel that's gotten people $15 million since this channel launched. And members of this channel are cleaning up with $100,000 of stimulus checks now done by executive order from Joseph Biden. You may qualify for them. I'll show you how to get them in tonight's recording. And your benefits could be going up $3,600 on top of that. We'll learn a little bit more about those numbers, and it potentially could be upwards of $4,000. What? Just money is raining tonight in tonight's recording. We'll go over all these numbers that you need to know. But first, we start with the breaking news of what's happening in less than 24 hours. The news tomorrow may be been better, but in a convoluted way, look bad at first, but actually be good news for you. What is that number coming tomorrow? That number is the Consumer Price Index number being released this Wednesday. And that CPI is likely to be a higher read. If the CPI on Wednesday is higher, your benefits will go a lot higher. Oh boy, let's start with the great news before we understand what the world is going on. How are you? Good evening. This Consumer Price Index number is going to be released tomorrow. It's Wednesday, and this is the June number. It's not the determining number because we really needed the July number, and we needed the August and September. But here we go. What is this about, and why is this great news? The CPI released in the month of May was so high because it's an inflationary number that the Social Security's chief actuary, Steve Goss, looked at the number and said, that's a really high number. Well, your benefits are going up at least 8% lifetime based upon that number. Wow. Now, when he announced it, I said, but wait a second. If gasoline goes higher, then, and that means that inflation is going to go higher, then the CPI-W or CPI is going to go higher as well. Well, the number is expected to be higher tomorrow. Yes, we're going good so far. The CPI tomorrow is expected to be higher, and no one wants inflation higher, but this is good if you're on SSI, SSDI, veterans benefits as well. As one viewer said, here's an article I like. It says your benefits could go up 10%. 10%? Yeah, it's always possible. I'm projecting at least 9%, but that's just a start. Let's go over what's happening. Your benefits have a benchmark, and that benchmark's COLA. And that benchmark COLA is determined based upon another number called the CPI-W. Sound familiar? It is. It's a subsection, a part of the CPI. That CPI, when released in the months, 3 months, only 3 months, July, August, and September, determines your COLA for the end of the year. The COLA is determined based upon the CPI-W for July, August, September. Tomorrow is not a July number, even though it's released in the month of July. It's a June number. We have a 1 month delay. But it gives us a signal. If the number for May was not as high as it's going, and we're going higher, then July, August, and September could be higher, then I would be on point. I would be right again. Steve Goss saying, hey, you know, the CPI-W was 8.3%, or the CPI in the month of June, in the month of May, then maybe it's going to go higher as well on the month of June's read coming in tomorrow. Well, here we go tonight. Most analysts tonight are now projecting that inflation will be higher in the month of June when the data is released tomorrow, Wednesday. So you need to tune in tomorrow to see whether that CPI is a 6.3 higher number than the month of May. And if that's the case, your benefits would not be going up 8%. They could potentially be going up 9%. Now, guess what? Could they be going up 10%, 11%, 12%? 20%. Here is one of the stories that is making news tonight. I had it last night for you. It's a very convoluted story. It's not good news for some people, but very good news for other people. And what is that story? The story is something called Nord Stream 1. It sounds like a department store, doesn't it? It sounds like a department store, but it's about gasoline. That pipeline that feeds gasoline to Western Europe is currently offline for scheduled maintenance, which continues to July 21. It feeds all the major gasoline to Western Europe. It travels from Russia to Germany. Now, tonight, as I promised you on Afternoons LA Today, there are more comments from Western ally leaders, now not just Germany, but also France, that they believe that Vladimir Putin will not turn back on the pipe when the maintenance is done on July 21. They actually believe it's not going to happen. That is horrible news for any Western country, because not only they'll have no gasoline, but what would that do to your benefits? Your benefits would absolutely go through the roof. Your benefits would go through the roof because inflation is determined upon gasoline. And if gasoline goes higher because there's a shortage of gasoline, your benefits are going to go up an enormous amount. Let's look at the calculations right now. Goss is looking at basically an 8% lift of your benefits based upon what happened in the month of May. But if Nord Stream 1 really, even alone, just causes the worrisome that it's not turned on at all, even if it is turned back on, then guess how much your benefits are going to go up? Oh boy, it's going to be a lot. And this is not $3,600 a year. We're talking about a lot of money. A lot of money. Let's look at the graphic. This may be a little complicated for you, but don't worry. It's in the membership newsletter. Your CPI-W, which is a part of the CPI for the month of July, August, September, determines how much your benefits are going up the prior year. Well, Goss is looking at the main number, Goss, Stephen Goss, head of actuary at Social Security, is looking at the main number and said, well, the main number is really big, so I project you're going up 8%. I said, hey, we got to wait to July, August, September. We'll learn more tomorrow with the June read, the June CPI number on Wednesday, but I'm projecting 9%, and 9% is a lot of money, folks. Boy, you're going to be swimming with money. How much is that? That's about $350, $400 a month. Yeah, $4,800, about $5,000 more per year. You got to celebrate. Now, I know it's not good to celebrate the harms that bring to another society, but if this gasoline situation continues to unravel as badly as it is, it'll raise your benefits up an enormous amount. And remember, this is what's also always important to remember, that even at the July, August, September numbers through the roof, and that they eventually get this under control by September, October, November, and everyone is back to normal. There's no problem with gasoline. Your benefits stay up. Your benefits stay up. Your benefits stay up even if this problem goes away, because once your benefits go up, they never go down. Added to that, there's $100,000 of forced stimulus checks in every U.S. state. And while the graphic says every U.S. state, it's not from your state. Don't jump in the live chat and say North Carolina's not happening. North Carolina's not helping. Or don't jump in the chat and say Mississippi's not helping. Because you're probably right. It's not their money. It's from the federal government. How do you learn this money? Because it's not on broadcast media. It's not on print media. It's not anywhere else. You do the following. You say the second half, we're going to go over every check because you deserve this money. You won $100,000. Of course you do. That's on average what viewers are getting. And you go to this video, become a member. Get that incredible membership newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time via the YouTube alerts for members. I'll go over all that so you don't have to guess what it is. It's coming up later in this recording. The Build Back Better Act would also give you other checks on top of that. How much would the Build Back Better Act give on top of that? Well, they say they're going to have a vote on it by late July. How much would the Build Back Better Act give you on top of those checks of $100,000? 15 to 80,000. Oh my goodness, look at this money tonight, folks. 15 to 80,000 dollars of the Build Back Better Act on top of the $100,000 of checks I have for you tonight. On top of the $3,000 to $4,000 that your benefits could go up if gasoline continues to track higher. Look at this enormous sums of money. Let's analyze a little bit of that money starting right now. 3 clusters, 3 add-ons of checks, and just huge, huge payouts for you that are so exciting. Such great news. Let's look at the 3 clusters starting right now. In that first cluster, $25,000 for the purchase of your first home. Amen. Need it, want it, get it. In that second cluster, $250 billion of free home health care for seniors and people on disabilities. Oh, baby. And then some MSC. They represent to thousands of viewers of this channel that they're putting an MSC in the Build Back Better Act. So look how well we've done so far. We are getting $100,000 of stimulus checks tonight as members. We're not going to wait around for Build Back Better Act because we need this money right now. Then your benefits are going to go up later this year. $3,000, $3,600, $4,000, $5,000. We'll see a little bit more in the month of July. And then the Build Back Better Act has these checks thereafter. Folks, it's a domino effect of checks. We're going to go over each of these checks one at a time. The Build Back Better Act is likely the later of the checks. Let's go over the clusters of the checks right now. Hazard pay. 1 more year. The earned income tax credit for my essential workers. Oh, baby, that's wonderful. $4,000 of elder care. $4,000 of care for young children. Nutrition checks. Money for the home repair. $12,500 for the purchase of a new electric vehicle. Cluster number 2 is likely not to survive. The home repairs is now a check. It's already law, so you don't have to wait for these wonderful senators. That's already law. We got those checks. It's check A late in this recording. Paid leave is not likely to survive. Lots of checks for my seniors. God bless you. Money for dental, vision, hearing, and lowering the eligibility age of Medicare. Boy, that is a lot. And that is the Build Back Better Act. They represent the votes coming in late July. You're not going to wait for the Build Back Better Act. You're going to get the checks I have for you tonight. So let's recap so far, because I know that's a lot of money in just 14 minutes of a video. You stay to the very end, because I'm going to get you money today. Build Back Better Act going to a vote by late July is what they represent. That means you would get checks thereafter. But I don't want you to wait to July. I don't want you to wait to August. Well, this is July. I don't want you to wait to September. It takes a while to mail checks. I don't want you to wait for Build Back Better Act. I want you to get the checks that are available now. They're more money. $100,000 across the land. How do you get these incredible checks? Go under this video, become a member. Join the thousands who have taken their life and made it financially independent, have improved their family, have improved their livelihood, have understood you need financial independence by learning where this economy is, where it is going, and what is happening thereafter. You go right on this video and you get these incredible checks right tonight. these four stimulus checks in every U.S. state by becoming a member. Get that button where it says join the channel and stay the second half as we go over each of these incredible checks one at a time. Let's go over a lot of the reasons why you have to get these four stimulus checks, because the economy's not doing well. Now, we did have a good jobs number last Friday. A good June's jobs number, non-farm payroll jobs, surged higher than expected. Wow, that's good news. 250,000 was the projected read, but it came in at actually 275,000. It was a major beat. But employment continues to surge. 350,000 new unemployment claims each week. Will it come down? We'll see on Thursday. I almost said tomorrow. You heard me. As I got the two out of my mouth. Oh, no, it's not tomorrow. It's the day after. Stay with me on Mornings LA, live on air, Mornings LA on Thursday. We'll look at that number across the board and what you need to know. But the other question is, what's going to happen with that CPI read tomorrow? This is the Consumer Price Index number, the CPI. It tells you what's going on with inflation. And if that number is higher at 6.3%, it should be higher than the May read, which was 5.6%, higher than the May read, which is 8.6%. Let's try again. Then we have a lot of issues to deal with. We are currently in a recession, and that recession is currently plaguing the U.S. economy. The hurt of the economy is not here yet. Let's go over the stages and why you're in a great state that you are now because you're watching this channel. As a member of this channel, you're in a great position. You're in a beautiful position because you can prepare for where this economy is going. We have enough leadway, enough advance notice as members. We're right now in the phases of the economy. Now to September is a slowing of this economy. Yes, we're in a recession, but the hurt is not felt to January 2024, phase 3. Phase 2 is a financial cliff, but you'll survive the financial cliff if you become a member and get these incredible checks in every U.S. state. What do you need to do? You need to bulk up your savings, bulk up your stimulus, raise your savings, and remove your adjustable rate debt in the home, like credit card debt or car loans. Gas is going to potentially track higher. CPI is going to track higher tomorrow. You know that. And the Federal Reserve is going to raise rates. Unemployment will also track higher gas prices and interest rates. Meantime, consumer confidence will drop. We're going to see that number on Friday. And spending will drop as well along with income. That's why you need to prepare accordingly across the land. I'm so happy you found this channel. If you're a new viewer, I'm so happy you're a long-standing viewer. Welcome back. Go under this video, subscribe, because this is LALATE, America's #3 most watched financial news channel that's empowering Americans every night on this channel, every day on this channel with 12 shows throughout the day. Programming starts early on with early mornings LALATE at 4 a.m., continues with mornings countdown at 7, mornings LALATE at 9, and then goes into noon and 11 before we have the 1 o'clock 3 o'clock afternoon shows, and then the evening's programming. Tonight we know a lot more than since the earlier shows today. That Nord Stream 1 worries for turning off a pipe that feeds all the gasoline for Western Europe is now believed to actually going to be happening. Earlier today, I read this quote from Jeremy Stritch on Afternoons at 3. It's a key and obvious psychological level which may very much become a threat. That was the perception at the time, a potential threat. Now we have the comments tonight that it's looking like it's going to happen. Everything is possible. Everything can happen, says Habach. He is Robert Habach, Germany economic minister. And he says it could be that the gas flows again, maybe more than before. It can also be the case that nothing is there. He also says it's a nightmare scenario. Meantime, France's finance minister, Bruno Le Maire, says that it's the most likely scenario. It's not coming back online. Let's prepare ourselves for a total cutoff of Russian gas, said Le Maire to an economic conference at Aix-en-Provence, southern France, on Sunday. So he actually said that over the weekend. It wasn't even just minutes ago. The concern is that it's going from a perception that it might happen to a perception it's going to happen. Here's what Dutch's energy minister Rob Jetter told Reuters minutes ago. If Nord Stream gets cut off, or if Germany loses all of its Russian imports, then the effect will be felt across all of northwestern Europe. Russia's response, not going to happen. You're just all very paranoid. You're all paranoid. What are you worrying about? The last few months have shown one thing. Putin knows no taboos, says the managing director of Germany Industries Association, Zukauf Gas, hopefully I pronounced it right, a complete halt of gas supplies through Nord Stream pipeline cannot and therefore be ruled out. So they're all saying they're now all moving their verb tenses from maybe, possibly, to likely. But Russia's saying it's not going to happen. If you're a member of this channel, what else do you also get? You also get those incredible worksheets. Here are the worksheets. Go down that membership newsletter. In the second line, you get the wonderful free benefits from members, which is these worksheets. These worksheets have the ability for you to keep track of your money, your stimulus, because there's a lot of money coming to you, and the ability to keep track of the breaking news. The first page is the economy. Inflation, recession, labor, and the Federal Reserve. Let's go over the latest updates on that for tonight, for July 12th. First, inflation. Inflation is likely to have tracked higher in the month of June. We'll learn that tomorrow morning on Mornings LA when the Wednesday CPI is released for the month of June. Next, recession. We are in a recession. The recession was confirmed 2 Fridays ago when we had the numbers released by the Atlanta Fed at GDP Now that said, yes, we've now posted 2 negative quarters of GDP growth. It's arriving 6 months ahead of time. I was the only American broadcaster to report we're going to have a recession. And I reported that in February of this year. That's why you watch this channel. Because you need to know where this economy is, where it's going, and prepare your family accordingly. Well, what is going to happen on July 21, in addition to the tensions about Nord Stream 1? Also on July 21, Department of Labor will release the latest details on what is happening with recession. They're likely to say, yes, the U.S. economy posted a second quarter of negative GDP growth in the second quarter that ended in June. What about labor? Well, on Thursday, we're going to have the new labor numbers, and those numbers are likely to track higher as well. I'm expecting 350,000 new unemployment claims this Thursday. And then finally, the Federal Reserve, the last item on that LA worksheet, I hope you remember, you'll follow along with me, is that the Federal Reserve is likely to raise rates 3/4 of a basis points in July. By September, it's going to be like a bad potluck dinner. It's gonna be a really bad, just lots of casserole. No one likes casserole. It's just gonna be lots of casserole, and it's gonna bring the casserole. Jay Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve, meets with that July FOMC meeting of the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates to battle inflation. But they're gone in August because they're on vacation. Well, the economy just, so then they come back in September. And guess what could happen between when they're on vacation in September? Will Nancy change her hairstyle? I don't know. Jump in the live chat. Yes or no? Yes or no? Well, here's what's also going to happen between July and September. You're going to have the announcement from the Department of Labor whether we are now in recession, that July 21st announcement. We're going to have the announcement of whether Nord Stream 1 is back online to feed that gasoline to Western allies from Russia on July 22nd. We're going to have the June CPI number, which is so great for you because that will signal how much your benefits are going to go up. Remember, we're looking at those 3 months. We're looking at July, August, and September. So there's a lot happening in just a few days. Of course, we're going to have this Friday the consumer confidence number coming in. That's likely to be weaker across the board. Russia will be watching this story tomorrow, as many analysts are now really changing their approach from possible to likely with Nord Stream 1 as a threat. The CPI likely to be a major beat, but imagine, and let me explain this to you slowly, imagine how high the CPI would go in July and help your benefits an enormous amount if there's even a threat about Nord Stream 1, even if it doesn't happen. Remember, Wall Street likes to trade things up based upon the risk. So if Wall Street believes Nord Stream 1 is not going to be back online by July 22nd, imagine what they're going to do the 20th, the 19th, the 18th in the oil trading. They're going to trade it up. Imagine what's going to happen to inflation. It's going to go through the roof. Then your benefits are going to get really a lot of benefits to it. $100,000 of forced stimulus checks in every U.S. state. We're going to go over those checks in the second half. What you need to do is go right on this video and become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino, VIP. This is the channel that's making the difference. This is the channel where people are getting big sums of money. This is the channel where you're going to get that financial independence. You're going to be a better person, a better household, and a better financial future. As what I've taught viewers on this channel for a very long time is I cannot get your car repair done. I don't have money I don't have federal stimulus to repair the car in the driveway. But boy, I can get a lot of other checks from you from the federal government. And so far in the second half of this video, we're going to get some money for the rent, the utilities, all 5 or 6 or 7 utilities you got, the home, and even more money on top of that. And a lot of viewers have been doing this for a long time, and they have seen those success stories. We look back to Johnny, who was one of the viewers of late fall last year, who, after he got $80,000 from this channel by listening and learning, after 1 week of making calls, he had gotten $45,000 by the middle of the week. He got $80,000 by the weekend. The next week, he got $50,000 for 2 family members. And then the weeks after that, he helped other people who came on over, says, what is this LA? I got to watch this guy. And they collectively got $350,000 from watching this channel. This is real money. This is money from the federal government. It's not from your state. You don't like your state. I don't like your state either. No offense. I just don't like your state. You don't like your governor? I don't like your governor either. So we could have a bonding session on how much you don't like your state. My state's not, you say your state's not helping. I'll bond with you on that one. This is not their money. This is not their money. It's from the federal government. We're going to go over all these incredible checks in the second half. Then we'll be turning back to the good news for the Build Back Better Act, the great news for your benefits. Go on to this video, become a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Howard, Casino VIP. I'm going to be in that live chat. I'm going to look and watch how many of you are members. And as you become members, I'll be welcoming you individually to the family. I'll be in the live chat. And as you become members throughout tonight's broadcast, I'll be jumping in there and welcoming you as members. And I'll be excited to see your success stories as well. If you've had success stories in recent days, jump in the live chat and post them right now because you inspire other people. That's the spirit of this family. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds to go over all those incredible checks as a beautiful, beautiful night, gorgeous night with great news continues on Evenings LALATE. See you back in 60 seconds, but first, here's a little bit about the community page. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now on a big, bold, beautiful night with great news across the board as lots of money. $100,000 here, $80,000 there, $4,000 here, heating up the second half of tonight's recording. I'm so excited you joined me. And if you did not become a member during the commercial break, do it right now. I'll jump in the live chat and welcome you personally to this channel. Become a member, Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Go under the video and join this channel and get these incredible $100,000 plus $15,000 to $80,000 plus the raising up of your benefits details in tonight's recording. Let's go over all those incredible checks starting right now. Back in the month of March, viewers of this channel said, LA, can you find us checks? Why did they ask me? Because that's what I do. I've been getting people $50 million since this channel launched because I find money. This is not a channel where I just sort of read the news. And in tonight's news, lobster shorts are still out of fashion. News 11. That's not what I do here. I get people money. I tell you where this economy is, where it's going, and I get you big money. And tonight we're getting big money. Series of checks, executive orders, President Biden, you know what executive orders are. We've been doing this for a long time. This is when it does not need an act of Congress, does not need a vote, does not need anything from the Senate nor the House of Representatives. It's by the pen of the president. And he made these law in the month of March. As immediately as it became law, within less than 6 hours, it was the same day. It was the same day. I immediately slid them right into the membership newsletter, and that night people started getting checks on this channel. That's how much I care about you. That's how well you are at this, at doing this. Viewers have been getting it ever since. $100,000. This first, let's go over the details of it. One, eligibility. It's you, baby. What are you waiting for? Single individual, 75,000 less annual income. Go get it. Married couple, 150,000 less annual income. Go get it. If you rent, if you own, if you have children, if you don't have children, if you're on benefits, if you're not on benefits, if you're a waivable check, hey, waivable check or not, go get it. Or run from the waivable check. On lobster shots, not on lobster shorts. I'm going to avoid that question. Go get this incredible sums of money. Next, it's huge money. I don't want to hear anyone who says, I got a $600 check in 2020. Good for you. My viewers don't get $600 checks. My viewers get $60,000 checks. We add a couple of zeros on back of it. Because what's $600 going to get you? It doesn't even get you, the entrance fee to the casino. It doesn't get you anything. Third, this money has been around since March, and it ain't going to be around forever. It's sort of like that King Tut exhibit that keeps on coming back to your local museum every 2 months. It's like, you were just here. When you gets back again. You see those exhibits? They're just always back around. And it's sort of like a revival of Beverly Hills 90210. There'll be another one, but this one will not be coming back like its original form. So how do you get these incredible checks? Step one, subscribe to LALATE. You're watching LALATE 1. Go under this video, hit that subscribe button. Number 2, there's a button on the channel which says join under the video. It says join this channel. Hit that button and become a member of this channel. Boy, am I out of focus. Boy, am I. Oh, now I'm not back in focus. As I fade away. Yeah, I'm back in focus. It didn't like the lobster short comments. It did not like the lobster short comments. Go into this video and hit that join the channel button. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. Then get that incredible membership newsletter Monday through Friday. All right, let's go through the checks. Let's go through all these incredible checks. $6,500 to $12,000. Oh my goodness. That just rolls off your mouth. It's just like butter. Let's go over this first check. It is wonderful. $6,500 to $12,000. It's a four stimulus check in every U.S. state. Single individual, $75,000 or less. Go get it. Married couple, you make $150,000 or less. Go get it as well. These incredible four stimulus checks in every U.S. state are just huge. You do not wait to get these incredible checks. This check A is the first of a series of checks that I give a lettering system to on this channel, and here it is. $6,500 to $12,000. How do you get it? Step 1, go under this video and join the channel. Step 2, get that incredible membership newsletter Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go down into the membership newsletter. You find check A. Click the link. It sends you right into the nationwide website. Then pounce, baby. Choose your state, and then go get it. It's called the Weatherizing Grand Check, but don't stop there yet. Go get check B. Boy, that is a lot of money. You see that number? 80,000. Do you see that? That's 80,000. That's not 8,000. That's not 80. That's not 800. It's 80,000. Viewers are tracking on the high end of that. It's a four stimulus check in every U.S. state. Single individual, 75,000 less. Go get it. Married couple, 150,000 less. Go get it. And if you're on benefits, go get it as well. How do you get it? Step 1, become a member. Join this channel. Then go into the video and get these incredible checks. Go down to where you find check B. Click the link. It'll send you to the nationwide website. Choose your state and pounce. Look how well we've done. That's 100,000 right there. Bingo. Done. No, we're not done. We're going to go get some check C's. Many viewers have gotten over 150,000. Average viewers gotten 45,000. And the loose end is usually $2,000 a month over 12 months. It's an MSC. It is money for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. My goodness, it's wonderful. Need help on rent? Go get it. Utilities? Go get it. Mortgage assistance? Go get it. How do you get it? Go under the video and click the link for Check C. It'll tell you where to call, who to speak to, and what to get. Let's look at the success stories for Check C's since this channel launched. Incredible sums of money. Look at that. Do you want $20,000 to $30,000 for rent, then go get check C. Look at these success stories from Nisi, Richard, Nancy, Mark, and Elizabeth. My goodness, congratulations. If you had a success story for check C, post it in the live chat. Then go get some utilities. Utilities are huge. Utilities are huge. Go get some of the utilities, incredible sums of money, $5,000 to $10,000, $15,000. Go get them as well. Then get some incredible money for Snap. $25,000 over 10 years is what viewers are getting. And then get some combinations, Nisi all the way up to Mark. Incredible. Mark went from 32,000 to 50,000 to then 100,000, then to 166. Go get that incredible sums of money across the board. Lorraine went from 105 and now she's at $150,000. Incredible. Let's get that incredible sums of money. How do you do it? You go into this video and become a member. Do not wait. Do not wait. You do yourself a service. You do your family a service. You do your community a service. You get this money right now. You don't wait. It's not going to be around indefinitely. It's lost massive sums of money. $100,000 on average. Now, after that, what about your benefits? Your benefits will be going up. We're going to be watching that CPI number tomorrow. Tune into this channel. Do not miss the videos tomorrow, starting on Mornings LA at 9 a.m. That CPI will give us a guidance on what the CPI will be for July. If the July, August, September is high like we think it's going to be based upon tomorrow's number, then your benefits could be going up $400 a month, nearly $4,800 more per year. It's at least $300 a month, $3,600 at the moment. So make sure you tune in tomorrow because that's going to give us great news and very, very exciting news. Meantime, the Build Back Better Act is back. The vote will happen on that, and that vote is really wonderful. The vote is expected by late July, and that vote would send you a lot of money, $15,000 to $80,000. You don't want to wait for it. You don't want to pass up the $100,000 of checks. You don't want to forget about the $100,000 of checks, but because Build Back Better Act, it has a delay factor to it. Even if they vote on it in late July, you're not going to get the checks in late July. So I want you to get all these sums of money one after a time. Step 1, go into this video, subscribe. Step 2, become a member. Step 3, get these big checks, $100,000. If you're in the live chat and you become a member, I'll give you a shout out personally on camera or in the live chat. Then after that, we're going to see all this excitement of your benefits going up. It's a lot of money. You really deserve it. We've been talking about this a long time. SS300, oh boy, this could be SS400. Remember how many months we've talked about the wonderful, great news of your benefits going up 8%. This is not looking like it's 8%. It's looking like it's 9% or more. And yes, thank you for kind viewers like Morgan and others who have sent me articles talking about the possibility of it even going up 10%. Just incredible news. More about this throughout the day and as the morning continues tomorrow morning, but stay with me. Evenings LA heats up at 5:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every night, and then we go into Evenings LALATE at 5, of course, and then Evenings Countdown at 6. Streams almost at 7, 8 o'clock is extra, 9 o'clock is sunset, and the shows continue throughout the night and into the morning. Do not miss a show because there is a lot of breaking news across the board. The latest update tonight is that Nord Stream 1 is not expected to be turned off, says Russia, but France is now more worried about it than ever before. The inflationary read for tomorrow expected to come in higher than expected, 6 higher than the month of May, but that would signal a big, wonderful raise of your benefits, potentially nearly $5,000 or more money. A recession's here, but the heart is not there at all. And that recession will be survived by you if you get these wonderful checks in every U.S. state. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, go under this video and become a member, and I'll see you throughout the night. Stay informed, stay focused, have a beautiful night, and stay with LA for more.